I dropped an F-bomb. I dropped an F-bomb. They killed somebody. Which one of those is more inflammatory? I'm going with the killing somebody.
You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Oh! Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell to get notifications anytime I go live or make a video. Ladies and gentlemen, get you one of these shirts. Sugar, honey, iced tea. Let's get into this. Body cam footage released. So all you dirty, nasty, crazy, lying, deceptive devils are gonna have to repent. Because I already knew that the man got hit. We could see it on the camera. But y'all fools wanna lie and act like this was an innocent mom, and we gonna get to Renee Good making bad decisions. That's her name from now on. But y'all want to act like she's just a loving mom who was just dropping her kids off at daycare, and the big bad ICE agents look at her and that bulldagger with her. Roll the clip.
Get out of the car.
Oh! That quick. Time out. She blocking the roadway. Can't we see that? She blocking the roadway. She's blocking the roadway intentionally. And if you didn't know what her intent is, listen. Roll it.
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you. Show your face. I'm not mad at you. That's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former fucking veteran. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Oh! Is that not her hitting him with the car? I don't. Do we need to watch it again? Let's hold on. We have the other clip of the new one that was released from a distance. No, the one that was from a distance that was on somebody's Ring camera. No, it's another one. It's another new one. It's the new one at a distance. We watched it in preview. It's the 207. Yes. Okay. So I want y'all to see this angle because this was very interesting. And then we're going to go back and watch it one more time because your auntie and them didn't tune in yet. So send this to them because we're going to review it. Everybody thought he didn't get hit. Everybody thought this woman was just minding her business. She ran him over. Dang, he could have went up under the car if he was a little bit to the left. But I want y'all to watch this real quick. As the video progresses, you're going to see him walking towards the front of the car. And when she backed up like this, she lined him up in front of the car. He was really off to the side. But when she backed up like this, he ended up right in the front. And then she went forward. To me, it looks like, in his perspective, it could be. I don't know what's in his mind. It looked like that he saw her line him up in front of the car. Watch it.
As the vehicle passes, you can see the dark-colored SUV driven by Renee Nicole Good. That's on the right there in the back. The surveillance video taken by a home nearby. Agents can be seen milling about near the vehicle, then converging on it. And then you see right there the SUV begins to move, and that's when the shots are fired.
She lines him up. As soon as she back up, he now is in the front of the car. And she runs him over. Hits him. Boom. Now let's go back to the newly released footage. I want to show y'all some merch on the store. If you like the Sugar Honey Iced Tea shirt, we got it available for you. 26% off. We got the t-shirt and we got the hoodie. 26% off. Just put Ice 26. Let's see if we can zoom in on this. Ice 26. We got the sugar, the honey, ice, and the tea. I say it so much that I figured that I'd make a shirt, you know, putting it out there. And if you want to get into these other products that are congruent or some that are normally bought together, you can get them. And check out our reviews. We got 22,000 five-star reviews, and you can go read them. Sometimes people don't write 5 stars. They write other stars. But go and read them and check them out and make a determination for yourself. Is this good quality product, and are people genuinely excited about supporting the Officer Tatum store? But get you one of these Sugar Honey Iced Tea shirts. Let's get back to the news. Now we're gonna play this all over again for you to see it, just in case some people just now joining. This is the body camera footage or whatever. I don't know if he got his own body cam, like his own personal camera, which I think he does, because they probably do this because they know that these people are gonna be lying on them if something happens. But listen to the arrogance and the pompous nature of these nut jobs following ICE around, acting a fool, and then she ended up trying to hit this guy with the car. Roll the clip.
Get out of the car.
Oh!
I'm not mad at you. Show your face. I'm not mad at you. That's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Oh! That quick. That quick, he gets hit. That quick, she pulls off. He don't know if she gonna run straight at him or whatever the case may be. They talking all that noise. They talking all that trash. And this is what happens. That woman had no business being there. Let's get to Will Kane, because we got some Democrats who are obviously losing their mind. We got J.D. Vance that stood up against the lies, and we got the Jacob Fry guy who's a complete idiot, and I want to point him out. Let's go Will Kane first. Roll the clip.
In your words, that what happened was not self-defense, this was murder. Speaking of the ICE incident in Minneapolis. The words are on the screen. That's for right. Anybody that wants to see that. Series of questions. Have you interviewed the officer, the ICE agent involved in this shooting?
No, but I've watched the video. Why are you so afraid to show the video?
I know you've watched the video. No, I know you've watched the video.
You didn't watch that
video. Have you seen law enforcement reports?
Show.
Have you?
Why don't you just show it and let people use their own eyes?
Excuse me, I have. Have you seen the police reports, the law enforcement reports? Have you seen any of the paperwork filed by ICE on what happened in this incident?
No, I haven't seen all of that, just like you haven't seen the classified justifications for going to war in Venezuela, by the way.
Excuse me, Congressman.
You haven't seen that.
That's a complete diversion, a red herring. Have you interviewed any eyewitnesses on the ground?
It's not a red herring, it's what we were just talking about.
Have you interviewed any eyewitnesses on the ground in Minneapolis? Have you interviewed any eyewitnesses?
Have I personally interviewed them? No, that's not my job. My job is to speak truth to power.
It's really interesting.
And when I look at that video, I see murder. And I think we should call it that, if that's what happened. And by the way, I've been in situations like that. Have you ever
due process? I've looked at your tweets. You've talked about the concept of due process. No, this is important for everybody to understand.
Come on, Will.
You have a job, and you have highlighted to us as a congressman. You watched a viral video. I don't know how many videos you watched. There's multiple angles, but you watched a video. You didn't interview a witness. You didn't look at law enforcement reports. You haven't spoken to the agent involved. And with that limited knowledge of looking at a viral video, you went to social media and you condemned the federal officer to murder. You made that conclusion long before an investigation is played out. And I'm just curious, is that in line with your vision of due process?
Let me ask you this. When a United States senator says that our troops should follow the law, and the President of the United States says he should be hanged for saying that, he's condemning him to death?
I'm talking about you, Congressman.
Do you think that that's responsible?
I'm talking about you.
No, but my question is, you love to criticize Democrats. Have you ever criticized a Republican like the President of the United States for doing something totally innocent, like telling Americans to follow the law, the President says someone should be hanged? The President condemns someone to death, and you can't say a thing. But when I see with my own eyes something that looks like murder, yeah, I'm going to call it the truth. And the courts will decide. The courts will decide. But I am going to call it what I see it. Because I think that we should speak truth to power.
No matter what happens, no matter if there's assassination attempts on ICE, riots in the street, you will outpace due process.
Excuse me, they just murdered an American citizen.
Based upon a viral video and call something murder.
Look, Will, I'm going to get death threats just for being on this interview, okay?
Well, I hope that's not the case.
I'm not afraid.
I really hope that's not the case.
Well, it probably will be. I'll let you know when we're done.
Ain't nobody even know who this dude is. Man, I ain't never seen this dude a day in my life. I'm gonna get death threats. You corny weirdo, like soy boy. Ain't nobody death threatening you, bro. At the end of the day, it's because you're an idiot. If anybody has a contention with what you said it was murder. We just watched the video and she hit him with the car. That's not murder, you idiot. I tell people when they come up, put some money on it. I swear, somebody go, it's murder. Put some money on it. Let's put some money on how this outcome's gonna come. I put $100,000 on he not gonna be found guilty of nothing. She hit him with the car. That's enough to make a man feel that he could suffer serious bodily injury or death. They trying to open the door and she's driving off. She could drag one of the other officers. Use of deadly force. She died as a result. That's not on the table. Whether you die or not don't matter. It's whether the use of force is justified. And in that case, the use of force was justified. Unfortunately, or fortunately, that's up to God to decide or whatever, she ended up dying. Let's go to J.D. Vance and what he had to say. Roll it.
When I was actually walking out here, somebody sent me a photo of a CNN headline about what happened in Minneapolis. And this is the headline. I'm just going to read it. Outrage after ICE officer kills U.S. citizen in Minneapolis. Well, that's one way to put it, and that is the way that many people in the corporate media have put this attack over the last 24 hours. And I say attack very, very intentionally, because this was an attack on federal law enforcement. This was an attack on law and order. This was an attack on the American people. The way that the media, by and large, has reported this story has been an absolute disgrace, and it puts our law enforcement officers at risk every single day. What that headline leaves out is the fact that that very ICE officer nearly had his life ended, dragged by a car 6 months ago, 33 stitches in his leg. So you think maybe he's a little bit sensitive about somebody ramming him with an automobile? What that headline leaves out is that that woman was there to interfere with a legitimate law enforcement operation in the United States of America. What that headline leaves out is that that woman is part of a broader left-wing network to attack, to dox, to assault, and to make it impossible for our ICE officers to do their job. If the media wants to tell the truth, they ought to tell the truth that a group of left-wing radicals have been working tirelessly, sometimes using domestic terror techniques to try to make it impossible for the President of the United States to do what the American people elected him to do, which is enforce our immigration laws. The President stands with ICE. I stand with ICE. We stand with all of our law enforcement officers. And part of that is recognizing that you people in the media, not everybody in this room, but many people in this room have been lying about this attack. She was trying to ram this guy with her car. He shot back. He defended himself. He's already been seriously wounded in law enforcement operations before, and everybody who's been repeating the lie that this is some innocent woman who was out for a drive in Minneapolis when a law enforcement officer shot at her, you should be ashamed of yourselves. Every single one of you. Questions?
There you go, JD. That's why I like JD. We need listen to how JD sound, because I think he has a pair, and listen to how this weirdo sound. Brain is like this is a thing that bothers me about this wussy. Let's go back to JD. JD has a suit and tie on and has his beard lined up. He looked like a man. When you're presenting yourself as authority in a situation where you don't put a sports coat on, at least look like a man. Now go to the wuss. He looked like he haven't shaved. Look like a homeless man that they threw a blazer on in a bro. Can't you make enough money to get you a collar shirt that the collar stand up? Your collar lazy and lagging. How you didn't shave and your collar lazy? What kind of man are you? A man that talks like this. Roll the clips.
I mean, come on, guys. You know, I dropped an F-bomb. They killed somebody. Which one of those is more inflammatory? I'm going with the killing somebody.
That's so deep and stunning and brave. No, you're a dummy and you dropped the F-bomb for no reason. You want ICE to get out of your state, your city. You don't want the enforcement of immigration law in your state. But you want the illegals to be in your state. Let me tell you how stupid. Bring him up on another. Let me tell you how stupid this is. What you're essentially saying is that get the F out to law enforcement agencies or agents that are arresting people who are committing crimes in your city, but you don't want the criminals to get out of your city. Not one time has he said, I want the criminal illegals out of my city. But you want ICE out, but you don't want the criminals out. Make that make sense. Roll the clip.
Be successful.
Apologize for the interruption. Here's the mayor of Minneapolis.
Has already come to a conclusion about those facts is deeply concerning. The facts that from the very beginning they're calling the victim a domestic terrorist.
She was.
They're calling the actions of the agent involved as some form of possible. Much of the investigation, and even if there is the appearance that there is some conclusion drawn from the very beginning. If not hide from the facts, why not embrace them? If it's not a problem to have additional people at the table that have a deep commitment to the process and transparency and have run these investigations before, then why not include them in the process? The Bureau of Criminal Apprehension at the state of Minnesota has consistently run these investigations before. They have done so without bias. They have done so with a great deal of expertise. This is not some radical, way out there group. This is a group that is formed by experts who understand how to investigate. Many of them have been police.
Now, how the do you think that they're going to give a fair investigation when they don't care that criminals are in their city, and you got this dummy that's on television right now telling them to get the F out of their city? You think that's an impartial investigation? You think they're going to really give justice, and they won't even condemn this nut job who's blocking traffic, chasing ICE around the country, who too stupid to be at home with her kids? She out here being an activist and can't even explain why. Let him finish. We got 40 seconds.
Officers themselves. So our ask is really simple here. Our ask is to embrace the truth. Our ask is to include the Bureau of Criminal Apprehension in this process because we in Minneapolis want a fair investigation. Is it deeply concerning that this administration from the very get-go is drawing the conclusion that they—
Pull the clip up of the new body camera real quick. Just in case y'all just joined, you hear these nut jobs on TV talking stupid. Let's play the clip one more time. Just for the people in the back smoking. Roll it.
Get out of the mall.
All right. That's it. I don't know what else y'all think. He got hit. You hear the bloop, 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 bloop. He got hit.